Breaking tonight, new insight into the Trump legal team's strategy against special counsel Robert Mueller. The Washington Post reporting that Mr. Trump's lawyers are trying to limit the scope of a potential Mueller interview with the president by offering written accounts of key moments under scrutiny in the Russia investigation. We're joined now by Senator Mark Warner. He's the vice chairman of the Senate Intelligence Committee. Senator, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you, Wolf.
How concerned are you, Senator, that President Trump has gone from calling it the Russia investigation to now calling it the Mueller probe?
I'm very concerned. I raised these issues back before the beginning of the year, calling on all my colleagues, Democrats and Republicans alike, to stand up for the independence of the Mueller investigation. Many of my Republican colleagues have said that the president would make a grave mistake. I think Lindsey Graham said it would be the beginning of the end of his presidency. But I continue to be concerned by the president's disregard for this investigation, disregard for the seriousness of the Russia incursion into our elections. I think there was more than a little bit fishy about the way Andy McCabe was fired 36 hours before he was to receive his pension. Now, I've not seen the Inspector General report, and I expect to have a full brief on that. But it was more than a little bit fishy, the fact that they strung him out, and then the president was so inappropriate as to be texting about this guy who served our country for over 20 years.
The Washington Post is now reporting that the White House has given the special counsel, Robert Mueller, written accounts of some of the important moments Mueller is looking into. What do you make of that strategy?
You know, I'm not going to comment on the White House strategy, but the one thing we know is that every week that goes on, new information comes out. For example, we find now that Cambridge Analytica, one of the technology firms that the Trump organization used in the campaign, a firm that claimed in many ways that it helped create the Trump victory, appropriately or perhaps inappropriately got access to over 50 million Facebook accounts. I expect an answer from Facebook, not their lawyer, but from their CEO. I expect to hear more from Cambridge Analytica. And as more and more of this information continues to come out, for any effort to try to limit Mueller or for the president to try to cut off lines of the Mueller investigation would be terribly inappropriate. And again, this is about rule of law in this country, and I hope, God forbid, that the president tries to get rid of Mueller or Rosenstein or starts pardoning parts of his family or others, that people will stand up for rule of law and not, in effect, bow down to this president and his activities.